Greetings, folks. This is Kogo Smooth's Obscure Comic Book Previews. Welcome to this segment, and this is going to be part 3 of the Arachnis video series that we're doing. Show you guys the brief intro, what the issues look like. The first video, and in the second video we did the graded version. So now here's my spare copy, one of my spare copies of issue 0, right? The origin of Arachnis, right? Explore it together a little bit. Yeah, we'll briefly run through it. Okay, created by the Ortiz brothers, Michael and Mario. Digital coloring by Gene Jimenez and Aaron Ricks with Guerrilla Graphics, and a letter by Robin Spehar. Pin up by Bill McAvoy and Air. Okay, Mr. Comics and Morningstar Studios. Okay, so here's our boy. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, sorry about that. Face, the angry face. Good art. I like it. Very 90s, as you can see. And the story is of our boy Dr. Blackwell right here. Okay. He jumps through the dimensional gate with his fellow scientists, right? And look at this. Art's not too bad. I mean, this was the 90s style, like a dimensional hopper, I guess. Yeah. And romance in the lab. That's what's up. Nerds gotta get some love, right? Gotta make all that hard work pay off in some capacity. And okay, looks like from the different dimension now, the planet Kier, where this evil overlord seems to rule with his sexy demon broad minion. Looks like he's gonna be summoning Master of Dominion, King of the Netherworld, Dark Knight of Evil. I call on thee to arise. Swoo, swoo, swoo. Excuse me. Had too much fun there for a minute. I do, although I have. Greetings, Lord Cryptus. It's good that you have summoned me. Have you completed your side of the bargain? It's presently in operation. Not quite, but we're getting things done. I do, although, have one request. I want you to spare the life of Dr. Blackwell. I have something better planned for that young scientist. And what plans do you have for this scientist? None your business, muff. So be it, Lord Astaroth. Is there anything else? Nah. Just make sure you send Prince Balja to me after you conquer the Camarian fortress, and find me the human named Joshua Novak as well. Once that is accomplished, then our agreement is fulfilled. Ah, snap. I know you have more than that in mind, Astaroth, but I will learn of your plans soon enough. Knocking the boots. I just care for your safety, honey. I know, but we have a highly trained security team growing with us. Tomorrow, I promise nothing will happen. Ah, snap. Kids, if you're reading this, if you're watching this, y'all, this might be a little too adult for you. They don't show nudity or nothing here, but you know, you get the picture. Focus on other things. Pinup by Imagine That McAvoy character and Air. And we got that weird cartoony thing about it. Looks like tag graphics. Oh no, gargoyle! It is time to fulfill my lord's wishes. It's a shame your will is so weak, my dear. You could have avoided my intrusion. Now take your last breath, for it is all that you have left, because your soul is mine. See? Women like to take your soul anyway. No different. Oh, snap. Now she's pretending. That sucks. Somebody sleeping in my bed. Not my girl. Now a demon. Yeah, see? Look at that. Very 90s. Cable-like guns. Astronaut team. This reminds me a lot of Doom. Doom, the game which was popular in the 90s. Remember Doom and Doom 2? Fighting against hell and dimensions and such. So this is very Doom-esque. Death is happening, fool! Oh my god! Death is happening, fool! Yeah. That's what's up. Man, I can't believe that I used to love this stuff. I mean, I still do. Oh, dude, I used to gobble this thing up when I was a kid. I was like, oh, man. Not just a kid. I was like, teenager. Huh? And our boy Blackwell, sir, no, are you alright? Oh, my God. Hey, you can't see that. I'm operating here. Get out. And the next time, knock before you enter. Yeah, fool. What you thinking? Oh, what? Oh, man, look at this. Medieval alien with swords in armor fighting, homies with guns. And he gets... Lord Astaroth has something better in mind for you, Dr. Blackwell. Farewell. No! After being thrown in the portal, all the memories of my life flooded in my mind. Then confusion set in. I could not reason with what had just happened. I looked up and saw nothing but a dry and desolate planet. I thought this was surely my fate. To die alone without knowing if my wife and friends were dead or alive. Oops. Guess it wasn't his girlfriend. Guess it was his spouse. My feelings of forebode strengthened as I watched the portal close behind me, too weak to leap back through. And then the screaming came. I could not rationalize the threat of my impending doom. It was useless. This was a time when nothing seemed real nor made sense anymore. I cried out for understanding. Please, God, tell me why this? Then someone spoke with a strange voice. It is the beginning of your destiny, my friend. I turned to see if the voice was real or in my mind. But what I saw destroyed what little rationality I had left. It spoke again. Revenge is what you seek, and I can give it to you. The voice brought me no comfort. However, I took great interest in what it had to say. So I listened and listened closely. And then Spider-Man pose he became. This day I lived my life in total despair. I truly paid the price for my creation. The penalty was far more punishing than I thought I could ever endure. I am forever imprisoned. See, look at that. Okay, so yeah. This is what what the guts of the book looked like. The art was very 90s-esque. Of course, it it may not translate well these days, but I got to give them some credit. Like, some of these poses are classic, timeless. The character's not, but you get the picture, the style. I like it. I love it. Demon Spider making deals, the colors they use, a lot of pink, purples, orange, like the space. For me, it's a shame, really it is. Ortiz brothers, I really do wish that you guys were still in the business, doing comics and stuff. Maybe you guys did, or whatever's, but yeah, I mean, I really liked your stuff. I know it. I'm laughing and junk, but really I vote with my wallet. As you can see, I bought this sucker like many times over, and support of some of the indie book movement back in the day, Image, Event Comics, when Joe Quesada did his thing. I got a lot, I had a ton of those, and some of those I ended up getting stolen, and some of those I ended up, giving to people who appreciated it more than me, because they looked at it and they really like my entire Witchblade run, the Michael Turner years, when he was doing his thing. It's a tragedy that he had to pass away so young. At any rate, yeah, so this is what the book looks like. I know it's taking a trip to memory lane, showing a preview. I'm sorry if you guys really wanted me to read it all the way through and stuff. My apologies. I just kind of wanted to show you how 90s art was like back in the day, and maybe some of it still is. I mean, I get that vibe from some of the indie books that are out these days still. I think they still kind of do this thing. I'm gonna have to do some we'll have to get some, and then we'll preview it together in the gut so you can see. All right. And so yeah, this was my reader copy. Even still, spine's pretty good. Yeah, because I know how to treat my stuff. I'm not like a savage and just open my stuff the way people who don't know how to read comic books just straight flatten this stuff and everything. And yeah, well, here's a copy of issue 1. We can flip through that real quick. Of the volume 2. It's again Ortiz brothers, and how dynamic that is. Look at that. That's sick. Look at that. Look at those knee pads. Got teeth. Yeah, that's what I'm. This is very reminiscent of Vengeance to me in the 90s. When, you know, if you guys ever read Ghost Rider back in the day, you know. Look at this chopper. Look at this. This is what's up. Yeehaw! Oh. Araknis. Yeah, that's our boy. Look at that. Oh my gosh. That reminds me kind of like Hellraiser kind of style. You know, Pleasure Pain kind of Seto S&M kind of look. Mixed with Event Horizon. Look at this. Teeth, knee pads, and gum ring. Gum piercings. Dinner time! Oh, looks like our boy's a cannibal. Come on, Tim. Well, Spider gotta eat. Can you imagine if Spider-Man had to eat people to maintain his powers? Nobody would like Peter no more. Oh, well, maybe a select few sick fools. Look at this. Did you miss your friend? He was refreshing. And now you all shall join him. Greedy bastard, look at him. He's about to eat them all. Oh, so he's killing like Fist of the North Star-esque bad guys. Yeah, look at this. Then die. Wise choice, scum. Look at this. This is good. A lot of pin-up kind of style. Just crashing into stuff. That's how we do in the 90s. We just crash into things. Dynamic pages. Ooh. Look at this. It's dark. Spikes. Yeah. Ponytail. Kind of like Gideon from the X. Blood Drive. New arts from Peter Kin. I don't think this book ever made it to real life. I'll have to check to see if that ever happened. Okay. You'll have to do better than that, toy. Ooh, I'm all about knives, guys. I'm going to be doing a video segment on some of these knives that I got one of these days. So you wanted me, huh? It's Canadian now. So you wanted me, eh? Here I am. Here I am. You son of a crack. A mistake. Shred. Look at that. I would have loved to have seen this in a movie form and this guy just whooping everyone's ass. Uh-oh. Of course, taking a random sexy broad hostage. Globulus! He looks like the guy from that G.I. Joe movie. Cobra! Fool. No matter. We will use your men to bring the creature to me alive. I shall have Araknis and Blackwell with him, and then there will be hell to pay. Look at this. Looks like a Contra bad guy. At least from the face. Super Contra bad guy. Looks awesome. I love it. For 500 years, they lay silent. And I think they stayed silent. I don't know if any tribal force ever actually came out. Produced by Mystic Comics. I think I may have picked up a copy. I don't remember. That's it, folks. hopefully you had enjoyed this little segment we had. Um, if you guys want me to seriously read these things out, I will. But really, my intention was just to briefly show you guys kind of what was inside these treasures, and you guys go out there and try to find these yourselves out in the wild, in the dollar bins or 25-cent bins or whatever, or sometimes free comic day fodder, depending on the stores and what kind of inventory they have. Again, this is the last segment I'll be talking about Araknis, unless something else just magically pops up. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button, smash that like button, so that your boy can make positive growth. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I wish that I had done this much earlier. I was very reluctant because the idea of being a public figure in any capacity kind of didn't appeal to me. But in order to maintain some semblance of immortality, your work has to echo throughout time, and the only way you can do that is if you provide something meaningful to others to look back on. And I'm hoping that my videos that I do for y'all is kind of a thing that'll entertain you guys, and it'll be a timestamp to look back in those days for me, like me talking about times of the past and current climate kind of situation. So when people look back, they'll be like, okay, so this is the way motherfuckers were back in the day. Again, sorry about that. Thanks for listening, and until the next video, good night.